Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Crimson, welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, Crimson, there's a phrase I like to use. When one coffin lid slams shut, another door opens. That's what we've got going on today. We have much to do. Much to do. Some people may look at recent events and say, that was a mishandled battle. Now Knife is dead. And I say to you, Buzzkill, welcome. I say to you, if we're all honest about things, Knife was kind of a pain in the neck. It's not actually the worst thing in the world that Knife is no longer with us. Kim, welcome, welcome, welcome. Because it's opened up a wealth of opportunities. A wealth of opportunities. Hashtag wealth of opportunities. Hashtag geniusosity. Vetroff is apparently heir to the title, and we'll get that taken care of fairly soon. I do need to get people, to a degree, healed up. Not bleeding to death, that sort of thing. Yeah, sorry, Buzzkill, Knife's dead. You missed that bit. We had a fight with these guys. These guys came in and said, we would like to fight you. And we said, okay. And then we came down and we all stood in a line and we shot at them and they shot at us. It was kind of a good time. And Knife's dead. So it actually, I really can't, it's hard to say this, Buzzkill, but this has helped. This has helped tremendously. Look, there's even Go Juice here. And Paul is genetically dependent on that. We needed that. This has actually been a boon to our campaign of actually getting to the end game of this. Because now that Knife is dead, we don't need to do his silly nonsense about harvesting Psychoid. We can just leave, which was our plan in the first place. Again, I do need to kind of make sure everyone's going to get healed up. Thankfully, Dr. Thule is in great shape, and we'll probably be... Where's Izumi? You're all going to rest. I noticed you took time to grab some fish on the way in. Cool. Good job, kid. Vetroff has been taken care of. Shield is Shield, and everyone else seems to be broadly fine. This has been a positive boon. A positive boon to our little colony here, our little flying underground panda operation. This has worked out great. I'm going to get, obviously we'll get Vetroff healed up before we accept the night ceremony. P.S. Not only do we not have to stay around and do a nice silly little quest, but now Vetroff will have all of the title permissions that Knife had already used up. Hang on, coffee in my face. Now, Kim is saying he was a valuable member of our community. And I'm gonna use a phrase that Mrs. Dave says frequently. Was he really a valuable member? Because he whined a lot. He was a big whiner. He loved to whine. And he was always having breakdowns and freaking out. And now he's not. He's very, very quiet. He's abnormally quiet. Hang on, coffee in my face. So what I'm seeing is this has actually kind of worked out. I think I'm, once again, streamlining a colony. Now, what I do have to do is get another array set done, like, now. Because all the mechs are rogue. Who is my #1 best crafter who's not bleeding to death? Paul. Great, Paul. Fantastic. Could you really, like, Paul? Paul? Oh, Paul's in a pod. Never mind, Paul. Never mind. Yeah, so who's my next best crafter who's not bleeding to death? Bleeding to death. Yeah, the rest of them are kind of bleeding to death. That's unfortunate. I kind of need an array headset, like, now. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to temporarily take it off of Knife and give it to... Okay, does anyone immediately remember whom? Was it Grit? Did I give it to you? Yeah, I gave you the mech link. Can you come down and strip Knife, please? And then I'm going to make you wear his bloody headset so you can link in with the mechs. And then we're going to make you a brand new one that's not covered in Knife's blood, I assure you. Yeah, Kim, again, we don't like to dwell on the negatives here at the wee hours. We don't like to dwell on negative things like, oh no, Knife's dead. And he's been around for a reasonable amount of time without dying. Oh no, we lost Mastodon too. Okay, Kim, I'm going to tell you right now, I am way more upset about losing Mastodon 2 than I am about losing Knife. Because I'm painfully shy of Mastodons right now. I'm down to 1 Mastodon. Why is the Megavol down? What's your problem? Oh, you're rested. Did somebody... Oh, you have the flu. Oh, okay. Megavol has the flu, apparently. Yeah, I'm down to 1 Mastodon now, although that is a lot of meat that we can get there. Yeah, we don't like to dwell on the negatives. We like to accentuate the positives here at the wee hours. Hashtag Geniusosity. When one coffin lid slams, another door opens. I am much more sad. I think Barky the sea lion is eating the Mastodon. Yeah. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. Barky the sea lion is just carrying things around. Yep. Wait, did you just... No, you're dead. Okay. I'm still pretty sure Barky the sea lion just ate part of the Mastodon. Yeah. I believe that's a thing that's happened. Buzzkill's aching for a tube, baby. I hear you. I hear you. I do have extra room down here. I mean, I could make some extra room, although this is looking really good. Hey, did we get going on my power? We did. Okay, super. So power will be back up and running. We could probably cancel that one. We don't really need that. I just need to get the batteries charged up. And then as soon as I can get these various things done... Oh, hang on. I never gave Grit his hat. Where's Knife? Knife, yeah. Grit, what are you doing right now? You're tending to Rhodey. Okay, that's probably a good thing. Are you in fact a doctor? In the strictest legal definition of the word, yes. Legal definition. Yes, Mastodons were added with the Odyssey, as were the sea lions, for that matter. And you're right. The animals alone were enough to get Odyssey. I mean, once again, like they did with the biotech DLC. I'd like to say biohazard, but I'm going to say biotech anyway. With the biotech, they lumped a lot into here. Like biotech could have been 2 DLCs, and I feel with this one they've also lumped a lot of stuff in here. This is a very, I tell you what, you get your money's worth. When you get DLC from RimWorld, you get your money's worth out of this. They put a lot of stuff in this, but it would have been worth it just for the animals. There's so many new animals. I will say, many of them are just different birds. Like bluebirds, sparrows, crows. There's a lot of different birds, which is like, yeah, okay, so you just kind of painted a different skin on that one. But there are some really cool ones, like Barky the sea lion, because Barky the sea lion is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Grit, are you done? You're butchering things. Cool. That's probably the Mastodon. Could you come get this AirWire headset? Because I really I need to lock the mechs down. Otherwise, they're going to go all psycho and wander away and maybe eat us in the face. I'm not sure. The ships are amazing. The ships are absolutely fantastic. Everything... There's nothing to not like about Odyssey. I mean, the Odyssey quest is tricky. It's not an easy one. But there's nothing to not like about Odyssey. It's a really, really cool DLC. I haven't disliked any of the DLC. I have ones that I'm more in favor of. I really like Royalty. I think Royalty's great. I like Biotech. Ideology has a lot of good elements, but putting Ideology into a colony can be troublesome at best. Still just scratching the surface for Biotech, Royalty, and Ideology. Odyssey is great. Honestly, you're not going to go wrong with any of them. Now, I am extremely biased because I have played RimWorld more than any other game on the planet. I think we're approaching like 2,500 hours in RimWorld. So I'm very, very biased. I think it's an amazing game. I think it's one of the best games ever made. And I will die on that hill. And we're like 12 years into RimWorld, and it still keeps getting better. But I don't think you're going to go wrong with any of them. I really don't. If I was going to do it in order, I would probably go Royalty, Biotech, Ideology, Odyssey. No, Odyssey, then Ideology. Royalty, Biotech, Odyssey, Ideology. I think Ideology has the least attractive things in it for me. Royalty adds tons and tons of good stuff, but doesn't actually make the game that much harder. Like, the Royalty quest line is perfectly manageable, but it adds so many cool things. What with the being royal and all. Shield, I see you're awake. What are you doing right now? You're resting. Okay, good. Grit, you've got a hat on. Perfect. You're cooking meals. Could you start taking control of mechs, please? How many do we have to go? Oh, I've got a bunch. I'll tell you what, I sure do got a bunch of mechs. Grit, how long until you're going to have a complete nervous breakdown? Because I'm hoping the answer is 0. What are the odds of going into space today? 0. The odds are, in fact, 0 of going into space. We are simply not doing that. We've got a very clear plan, and we are going to execute that. Igor's bringing back some dead animals. That's all part of the plan. Oh, no, I'm not done with you yet, Grit. I'm not done with you yet. Go get that lifter. I got to get Paul out of the pod. I've got to get Vetroff knighted. I've got to get control of all the mechs. And then we're good to fly out of here. I do want to bury Knife, otherwise that's going to be real fidgety. Where did I Where did I say? Oh, we're going to bury him down here. Okay, good. Everybody remember that, by the way. We're going to bury him down here. Grit, go get this one, please. I got a bunch of uncontrolled mechs. I'm sorry if you're going to have a complete nervous breakdown, but this is kind of important. And are you wicked sad, by the way, about wearing a bloody headset? Probably. Probably. Insulted, drowsy, you're old. Yeah, tainted. That's fine. I'm going to make you a new hat, kid. Don't worry. I'm going to make you a new hat. It won't be soaked in blood, I assure you. When Paul gets out of the pod, he'll bang out a new hat for you. Everything will be fine. I'm sorry you have to lose the beret for this. But, you know, needs must, man. I've got mechs to control here. So get that one, and then there's one right next door. Right here. Let's get that moving. Hang on. I'm not done with you yet, Grit. No. Grit. You're in charge of all robots. How many more do I have left to do here? Oh, okay, that's one, and then I've got wherever these guys are. Where's this one? Hang on, we just got that one. Where is this one? Okay, Grit, come take control of this one, please. I know you're very, very tired, Grit, and you've got a hat that's soaked in blood. It's a problem day for you, I'm not gonna lie. Clean sweeper, oh god, yes, we need those. Grit, get over here. Get the clean sweeper under control. And then, at some point, transmute some steel, because I could really use some plasteel around here at some point in time. Okay, one more after this, kid, and then you can take a nap, I promise you. Yes, I know there's a colonist left unburied. I'm familiar with that, thank you. I'm the one who got him killed. Grit, one more, and then you're done. Okay, go take control of that. Did we finish the coffin? We haven't finished the coffin. I got no ability to bury the guy. He's just going to have to stand out there. Well, sit down there. Well, lie on the ground down there. Shield, what are you doing? You're cutting grass. Is that really necessary? Okay, there's an Aurora. We've done that. And I've just got to get Vetrov's thing done. Vetrov, where are you? How soon till you're going to be awake? You're fine. You got one tiny shoulder bruise. Big deal. Coffee, hang on. Why is all my power out? I notice I have no power. That's mildly disturbing. Because I have no power. Cool. Alright, we do need that other generator then. Kind of soon would be great, actually. Igor, what are you doing? Igor, oh, Vetrov's fully healed. Hang on. Igor is... Okay, you're doing all the power conduits. That's cool, kid. That's great. Izumi, how banged up are you? Can you attend the ceremony? No, probably not. So let's get Vetrov's thing done, because I want to get this locked in. So, yes. Night ceremony. Okay, close that. Open that. You need to sign a throne. Can do. So this is for Vetrov. Big upgrade here, kid. Big upgrade. And this, in fact, can be for Vetrov. You may as well have the nice bedroom. All right, now can we do the ceremony? Yes, we can. All right, get that going. Okay. We're almost to where we want to be with the whole leaving thing. Paul, how long are you in a pod? Oh, 2.3 days. That's going to take a while. That's not exactly what I wanted. Have we filled the tank down here? We have. Okay, excellent. Let's make a little bit more chem fuel, because there's no particular reason not to. I'll deal with the royals in just a sec. Okay, I'm coming. All right, so Ep, where are you? Vetrov, go do your ceremony. All right? Yes, lock that in. Okay, everything is fine. Sefaria, welcome. Sefaria, when one coffin lid slams shut, another door opens. That's what I say around here. And that's exactly what we're seeing. So Vetrov's being knighted. We'll get knife buried at some point in time. And Dumbo, our new addition, the 13-year-old kid who just landed here for no readily explicable reason. When are you up and running? Oh boy, it's going to be a while. 30 days. 30 days. That's a long time, kid. Alright, so you are now a knight. Yep. We had a good ceremony. Everything's awesome. And more importantly, permits. I've got 2. Okay, well, definitely Trooper Squad. And definitely Aerodrome Strike. That kind of goes without saying. What else would I possibly get? Okay, Vetrov's happy. We're going to work on the hat at some point. So now, I just got to get Paul out of the pod. And we're good to go. Paul needs to be podless. I'd like to get this generator going. Is that the best use of my materials? And what if I just slapped up a few more solar panels? How many more panels can I put in here, period? 28, so 72. And those are 4 apiece. Okay. How about we had a little bit more power around here? So what if we did... Those are 4 by 4. So 1, 2, 3... Or are they 3 by 3? I think they're 3 by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they're 4 by 4. So 4 by 4, and then 4 by 4. Okay, no. Do it properly, Dave, or don't bother doing it. There you go. Okay, we're going to throw a couple of more solar panels in there. Have you missed Knife's funeral? No, coming up soon. Great call. Good timing there. We're building the sarcophagus right now. Yeah, then we'll pop Knife in it, and we will leave his corpse on this map, which will never exist again. Those familiar with this run will know I've been leaving corpses everywhere I go. It's like little breadcrumbs across the planet to find the corpses of my colonists. Just going along as you do. Like, oh, Dave's been here. That's a dead colonist. Oh, a mastodon died, and Barky the sea lion ate part of him. Just so long as you're all caught up here. Just want to make sure you don't miss anything there. Yeah, the sea lion ate the dead mastodon. I'm down to a single mastodon. This is just so not right. How's the Megavole flu doing these days? Has that been tended to? 38 to 48. Yeah, we're fine. That thing's going to be fully fine. Okay. And then when they get this up, I'll pop up 2 more solar panels. That will help with power in general. And we're just not making any moves over there. Just not getting anything done in terms of getting my electricity up and running. We do have quite a bit of food, though. The food is coming in hot and heavy, and we got a lot of mechs to chop up, too. That'll be handy. That's going to do well. And the plate... Oh, there's still so much stuff on the floor. And the lights are out again. Okay. Well, you know what? What have I got for... Do I have any wood? I've got lots of wood. Lots and lots of wood. So I'll put up some shelving while I'm thinking about it. So give me... no, we've done great bow. Okay, that's fine. I'll come back to that in a sec. Give me a shelf here. And then 2 small shelves here and here down in the hydroponics room. Cool if the map showed up other people's games. Imagine nobody wants to land in the mess I've made. I assure you. But you would be able to track me. You'd be able to just track me across the planet by my dead colonists. Did we? Oh, we already put Knife in there. Okay. Cool. No actual ceremony for him. We don't have like an ideology ceremony. I thought we would. He was probably not part of Paul's religion. Paul doesn't really like people who aren't part of his religion. I don't know, research something? I'm not going to be anywhere long enough to sow trees, but I'm really running out of things to research at this point. Oh, this is not even done yet. Igor needs to bite someone. Unfortunate. Maybe I should have taken a couple of prisoners. They'll be long dead at this point. Igor, can you just go bite this kid? He'll be fine. He's not even going to know. He's paralyzed. He won't even know what you're doing, probably. He's probably wide awake and terrified right now. Sorry about that, Dumbo, but you're not really serving any other function, so you're just going to have to be a temporary blood bank. I should have taken prisoners just for the blood. Yep, that's what I should have done right there. Didn't do that, did you, Dave? No. Okay, solar panel. Put that up here. And then I'll put another one up there. No surprise. That's no bad thing. That'll be a little extra power as we're going along. But I really do need to juice up the batteries. We are not doing particularly well with the whole having power. Let's put up... I know I'm blowing components here. But put up that. And then put up that. And then connect that up. So don't even worry about the nice conduit. Just do the regular one. That to that. Because we are well low on this. Did Knife pass through the Manly Festival or the Party of Manpork? Oh, it's going to be the Party of Manpork, Buzzkill. It's the after party that kills you. You go to the Manly Festival, you're like, yeah, I'm feeling manly and I'm feeling festive. And then some dude comes up, he's like, dude, after Party of Manpork later. And that's the one that gets you killed. Because that is a party. I mean, the Manly Festival, that's just a festival. But the Party of Manpork, that's a party. And that party don't play. Okay, that's a very serious, very real party that's going on there. Okay, 2 more solar panels up. Countdown on Paul, please. Paul needs to get up and make a new hat. 1.3 days. Perfect. Igor needs death rest. That's actually an easy one. That I can handle. That I can do, kid. You go take a nap. That's fine. I could give Shield a slightly better bedroom. And actually, while I'm looking at that, why don't I do some very simple furniture in there, too? So give me the end table right in there. May as well make it slightly nicer. I should probably do the wood floors down in here, too. You know what? We're going to pretty the place up a little bit. Put the wood floors in there. Do I have enough to do the carpet? How much cloth do I have? 317? What does it take to do that? 7. Ooh. See what we can do. Where's my Viridian? Viridian. Let me see if I can get my shag green carpeting in here. I don't actually think I have enough to do this, but we're going to give it a whirl. At least I can do it like that, and like that, and in like that. Alright. It's important everything is shag green and covered in mastodon poop. Although there is obviously significantly less mastodon poop. What with it, only having one mastodon. I could turn the headlights off, you're right, but then people wouldn't be able to see us as we're approaching. That's what the headlights are for. Headlights are not there so you can see, so people can see you. And believe me, with the ability to control this ship being skeptical at best, I want people to see me coming. I want them to be like, oh my god, here he comes, get out of the way. He's barely able to fly that thing. Alright, what's next? Boy, certainly don't need that Devil Strand anymore. That was whole knives thing. We're going to be here for a while. In fact, make sure I know we wouldn't, but turn off sewing anyway. Don't sew any of that. Just keep all of this coming. What are you doing? You're cutting a poplar tree. Okay. Did I tell you to do that? That doesn't seem right. Let's just kill more animals while we're here. I mean, there's no reason not to. They're sitting here, all yummy. We may as well take them out. Well, in your sort of poop pyramid, Panda's going to be below Mastodon. I mean, Mastodon is the last thing you want pooping in your yard. It really is. Trust me, I know from experience. The last thing you want. That can take days to get out of there. Pandas are more manageable. And, of course, sea lions, you don't even notice that because they're all in the water doing that. And you're like, I don't care. I don't live in the ocean. You can do it all they want over there. Who has tattered apparel? Is that, in fact, Grit? I bet it is. No, it's Dumbo, and I don't care. Because Dumbo's paralyzed right now. The panda's checking out Paul, which was mildly weird. Kind of thought you might start to eat him. Deathly Installation Theft. Oh, it's another ancient complex one. Nah, not really. I have sort of a really, really clear plan of what I want to do for the first time in my entire life, and I'd like to kind of stick with it. I only need to do 2 more subcore quests to get all of this done. Is there anything else I should be making, by the way, with subcores that I haven't already made? We've done the signal jammer. We haven't done the orbital scanner. We don't really need that, and it doesn't take a subcore. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I think we've got everything covered there. Yeah, if in a perfect world, we're not going back into space until we go to face off against the mech hive. I'm on the Dave train. First thing you hear is Poop Pyramid. Yes! Yes, welcome again, Agent MOR. You're not new here. You're not new. You knew what to expect when you walked in here. You knew exactly what was going on. What was I going to do before I was so rudely interrupted by myself? Oh, I was going to do a Paul check. Yeah, Paul checks out in 14 hours. No movement on literally anything I want to do, huh? No power or anything like that? No. Okay, that's fun. Where are these people supposed to be? The sweepers can be stick close to the ship. Those guys are unrestricted. Those guys are in the home zone. Yeah, that all kind of checks out there. That all kind of works. Alright, still not generating enough power. I mean, it is coming up to daylight, so power's starting to come back up. But just not enough. No, now we're down. Yeah, now we're way down. Now we're even downer. No, now we're up again. Yay! Paul, I really need you out. Because we have to leave. Sort of nowish. If we could. Sort of nowish, Paul. Let me check my range on this thing and make sure I can actually get where I want to go. So, we want to go... Yeah, right here. Perfect. Oh, wait, is that Scarlands? Oh, is that Scarlands? Oh, it's Scarlands! Oh, goody! Yay, kids! We're going back to the Scarlands! Oh, that's fun. We're going back to the Scarlands. We love the Scarlands, really. It's almost as much fun as Betty's Hellscape. Jefferson's trying to convert people. Jefferson, I barely remember who you are, and your death would not affect me, so I'd chill on the conversion. Unless you're into the manly thing, in which case go for it. No, you're into the high crypt, apparently. What exactly is it you believe in? You don't like... Oh, right. You're the uber vegan. Right, you went so far beyond vegan, you've started eating people. Spud, my looks are not of public concern. Trust me, Spud, ain't no one paying for my face. Yeah, the lava box was a great idea. One of my, again, works of genius, if you will. Hashtag geniusosity. No lava, but Scarlands. So mechs and horrible animals and all that sort of thing. I just need to just get the batteries up. If we could just get the freaking batteries up, even if we could just do the wind turbines, that would be good. I have all the materials to do it. I'm not really sure what the holdup is here. Is somebody not... It's Paul. Unfortunately, Paul is probably the most valuable member of this community. I've never had a bunch of good people to do construction. Rhodey, you can do it. Why don't you be number one on construction? Kind of chip in. Help out around here. Paul has a lot to do. Knife I can live without. But Paul, if Paul goes down, that's going to be a problem. Grit, what are you doing? You're going for a walk. Uh-huh. Is that the best use of your time? It probably is. That's actually about all you got. Oh, you know what you could do for me, Grit, is transmute some steel. Yeah, go ahead and do that. I'd love to see if you can nail some plasteel. Even if you don't, it's still going to be valuable. Uranium, okay, not my top choice. But hey, it's uranium nonetheless. If nothing else, if I don't need it, I could sell it to somebody. Paul, can I get a Paul check, please? 4 hours on the Paul check. Great. And have we done... We haven't done any of that. Dave, you haven't done any of this. They think they're on holiday. This is a holiday compared to the Scarlands. Go do some more murders, maybe? Raccoons. Nobody likes those things. Yeah, go take those out. And any other last-minute mining we want to do. Maybe some... Are those components in there? No, that's steel. Steel I've got. But if we got some last-minute components, I'm burning a lot of them right now. I may as well get some back. Components, there we go. Nice good chunk down there. Grit's shooting something. Whatever it is, he seems to have completely given up on it. Good job, Grit. Glad I put you in charge of the mechs. That's a strong seal hauling, yeah. Barky the Sea Lion may be my favorite addition. Since the invention of sea lions. Paul's up. Cool. Paul, alright. What do I want? No, don't cut a tree. Why would you think I wanted you to cut a tree? Make a hat. Those are two completely different exercises, Paul. Cutting a tree and making a hat. They're two... You're cutting a tree. When I need you to make a hat. Well, ideally a hat that's not covered in blood. That's the real problem here. Oh, you're going to do all the mechs first. Yeah. I mean, I see that. I get that. That's cool that you're doing that. It's just that, Okay. Paul, I need you to do this first. Okay? Do that first. I need a better hat so Grit stops freaking out. And then you can do all the other valuable things that you do around here, because you do actually quite a lot. Yeah, he's going to bang this out in like seconds. He's really good at this. Paul, how good are you at crafting? 16. No wonder. That is very, very good. That's way better at crafting than I am. I don't even know how paper mache works. It's like sorcery to me. You got pieces of paper and then they're solid. They're like in a ball or something. I don't know, you're making statues out of them and it just used to be a piece of paper. I have literally no idea where you just put that. So, Airwire headset is here. Okay, Grit. Here is an Airwire headset that's not covered in blood. You happy now? Confirm that. Oh no, my hat's covered in a strange man's blood. I mean, I say a strange man. He was actually a very good friend of mine. Speaking of which, now that I've said that out loud, is anyone all bummed out about knife dying? You're a teeny bit bummed out. You're just a -2. I can almost balance that out with your mediocre bedroom. How about Paul? Paul, did you like? You just care that a colonist died. You don't care who died. You just care that somebody died. Did anyone actually like Knife? You didn't care at all. Okay, in fact, you're happy. Izumi is actually happy that Knife is dead. This is what I'm saying. This has actually benefited the colony. Izumi is happier with Knife gone. Vetrov must be ecstatic because he's the new royal person. Yes, we've got a lot of trees that we've ravaged. I know you're a cannibal. We're working on all of that. Not man-porky style surroundings. Buzzkill, that one's just for you. Hang on, slam it into pause mode. No. Buzzkill, got a screenshot for you there. That one's just for you. Okay, just for you. Non-man-porky style surroundings. And also, very happy that Knife died. Very happy that Knife died. Even happier than Izumi. Everyone's just loving the fact that Knife is dead. You were rebuffed by Thule. Well, stop hitting on Thule. Missy, also very happy. 11-year-old girl is dancing and cheering that Knife is dead. More people are happy that Knife is dead than sad. Alright, so for anyone's like, whoa, Knife, that was a blow to the colony. No. This has actually cheered people up. Yep. Oh, wow, you lost a lot of rivals. You're really, really happy. I might have to get these cannibals some human meat. I just don't know how I'm going to achieve that without freaking all the non-cannibals out. I've got 2 cannibals now. Alright, we've done tree sowing. Cool. And no, I have not ruled out joy wires. Joy wires cure everything around here. Joy wires, it's an instant, was it plus 30? Something absurd like that. Sure, do cocoa trees. We're never going to grow them. But get them cooking. We've got the wind turbines up. Good. Grit can do transmute steel again. Good, keep it coming. The cooldown on this is just stupidly low. I've got uranium again. Okay, again, not my top choice. Alright, with all of this put together, this is all just to charge up the batteries before we leave. It's the only point of this. I'm ready to go. We can leave right now. But I'd just like to get the batteries charged and, cooking along there. What are we supposed to be... Why do we not have... I can easily get another shelf in here. I don't know why I'm messing around with no shelves. Ooh, I gotta go check my other shelves. I gotta go check the shelves. I don't have my shelves set up the way I want. Put another shelf in here, and then go down here. Make sure there's just no food on these shelves. So, no food, and no food, and no food. The quest is expiring soon. Which one? Terror pods. Yeah, we're not doing terror pods. We made a conscious choice. We are not doing terror pods. So this could be, let's make sure we have drugs here. Make sure we have any hardcore narcotics right here. Front and center. Yeah, we're not doing terror pods. Thank you very much. Yeah. Because I got most of the plasteel that I would have gotten from that quest far easier. And in fact, if another trader wanted to pop by, that'd be good too. What am I working on down here? Prestige marine armor that's already decomposing? Paul, you want to get going on that? I know, Paul, I ask you to do a lot around here. You're building a geothermal generator. Cool. I'm probably going to have you tear it down very, very soon. Because this is all just to get these batteries charged up. I got a lot of batteries. There's a lot of batteries going on here. Maybe just keep making even more food. Let's get some more meals kicking along here. Wow, 175. Okay, I don't really need that many more meals. That's not strictly necessary. I did convert some of these to psychoid, right? Yeah, I totally did. Totally did. So that's great. We can have hardcore narcotics at all times now. Front and center at all times. You need hardcore narcotics. I've got you covered. This can get deconstructed. And actually, so can this. That's plenty of fuel for right now. And I've got extra wood that I can take with us to make even more chem fuel. Are you building a steam vent? Yes. And then I'm going to basically... I've already built it. I'm going to basically immediately deconstruct it once these batteries are full. It's been just a bit of a struggle to maintain any sort of power here, so I want to juice up the batteries. Because when we get to the Scarlands, power is going to be a little tough to get by. Remind me, Scarlands. Sometimes it tells you, sometimes it doesn't. Do you have geothermal vents around there? Toxic scaria, mechanoids, killing, ancient cities, destruction, weapons. Yeah, nothing about the power, though, huh? Okay. We're just going to hope they have geothermal there. I've got... Where am I at on how many components I think I should be making? 66 out of 30. Okay. I've got plenty. But let's also maybe bump that up to 50. I don't want that getting too low. So make that a nice 50. Don't worry about the grav-light panels. We're fine with those. Advanced components is okay right now. And then all we're really working on is that prestige marine armor. I want everyone tooled up, as the kids say these days. Hashtag tooled up. Oh, speaking of tooled up, after that battle, is everyone armed? Minigun, Hellcat rifle, laser, heavy SMG, LMG, LMG on the kid, chain shotgun. Maybe. I've got a bunch of weapons down here. If I need extras, I got that covered. Okay. Where are we putting drugs now that we're not putting them over there? Probably in the cooler. Ooh, there's fish. Fun. That's fun. It's going to be a fantastic vacation. It's going to be really a home away from home. My goodness, the ship is looking good. Remember, the original ship was like this big. That was it. It was just like this tiny square in here. I've done some good work with this ship. I'm very pleased with myself. Unnaturally pleased with myself. Some might say egomaniac. I say I'm unnaturally pleased with myself. Potato, potato, as they say. Are we in a position where we can basically leave? No, the batteries are only about half full. Okay, so probably by tomorrow, these will be nicely topped off. Where is my... I'm constantly asking this question. Where is my drug lab? That seems like the only question I ask around here. Oh, Grit can do the steel thing again. Cool. Keep it coming, Chief. Just keep doing it. I always forget that you can do that, and I could be getting basically free plasteel out of this. Lord knows I've got plenty of steel. I had no problem with steel. So what are we going to get today? Is it going to be more uranium? Twisted meat. Oh. I did not actually know you could transmute steel into that. Barky the sea lion is immediately chowing down on demon meat. Ate quite a bit of it, too. Ate quite a bit of it. Yeah, that's a thing we just did there. We transmuted steel into demon meat, and then Barky the sea lion ate it. Who needs medical treatment? Is it Barky the sea lion? Oh, you guys got in a fight. Okay. Yeah, Grit got in a fight with Thule. That'll be fine. They'll get over that. And who has a tattered apparel is still just Dumbo. And animal filth is all the pandas. I still don't have any pregnant pandas, right? It's most distressing. 'Cause I got boy pandas and girl pandas. And I was kind of hoping those two guys could get together. Not so much, really. How's the Megaball flu these days? You're fine. Why are you... Oh! Oh, you've been shot in the brain. Oh, dear. You're done. Yeah, you're never getting up. Oh, you're up. Never mind, I've lied. I think my Megavol has brain damage. It's been shot in the brain, which is not good for anyone, really. It's, it seems to be fine. I don't know what the long-term implications of a Megavol with brain damage are. I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? I guess that's yet another surprise RimWorld has in store for us. How are the batteries? Looking surprisingly good. Surprisingly good there. Could we get a couple of things, like, in the ship? Like, who's not doing anything? Rhodey, you are actually hauling. That's exactly what I need you to do. Vetrov also hauling. Okay, everybody is, in fact, hauling. That's kind of what I needed you all to do. I just wanted to get, like, other things in. Vetrov, you don't seem to be doing anything valuable. You're cutting blocks. Could you... Wait, no empty accessible spot to store chem fuel? Are you serious? I've actually used up all of my storage? That doesn't seem right. Okay, I will do a temporary storage zone down here. And by temporary, I mean it's completely permanent. I'm not ever going to change it. But do a storage zone like here. And just no food in there. Alright, so no food. Cool. Alright. Pandas on a shippers, $4 in a zoo. Yeah, we actually had good luck with panda breeding. I have produced more pandas than China. I did pretty well on panda breeding. And my hopes for an underground panda market that flies to you like the Ice Cream Man. Except, you know, the Ice Cream Man doesn't fly. So putting all of those mixed analogies together, my hopes for an underground panda market were skyrocketing, and then it seems to have ground to a halt. Maybe they just flat out don't like each other anymore. That's entirely possible. That could be a thing. All right, this is all getting filled up. There we go. That's nice and explosive. And they got the shag carpet down here, too. That's cool. I like that look. That's a good look. Okay, I think we are very, very close to being out of here. So I'm going to wait till morning so the solar panels are up, and then deconstruct these two things. I may as well try and recoup some of the materials out of that. So blaze it through the next day. Any last-minute mining that I want to do, I'm not particularly seeing anything. And then we go off to the Scarlands. We deal with that. And then I've got one more to do. I've got one more sub-quest. And then allegedly the final quest will open up to us. I had to do research on that to figure out how to trigger it. But it is as simple as just the number 7. That's the simplicity of it. Just one number 7. This is terrible. Could we just, while morning is kind of creeping up on us here, we maybe just spend a few hours just getting any garbage clothing out of here? Specifically anything tainted. But then if I tell them to burn the garbage stuff, well, I can tell them not to burn armor. Maybe, you know what? Skip it. We'll just do it on the next map. I'm overthinking this. We'll just do it on the next map. Did the male panda get the female panda flowers and chocolate? It does help. You're not wrong. In fact, Mrs. Dave is making cookies right now. She's probably already made them at this point. But that's the way to my heart. Cookies. You say cookies, I'm like, yeah. Yes, please. Okay. Yeah, when we get into morning and the solar panels are up and running, we're out. I just don't want to deconstruct those things while it's still nighttime and my solar panels aren't working. There's a flash storm. Oh, that may solve my problems. In terms of, like, things being destroyed. Yep, that sure is a flash storm. Yep, things are on fire. I think Knife's coffin is almost on fire there. Alright, sorry, Knife, we're just leaving you behind. Igor can wake up. Cool. Go ahead and wake up. Thank you, Igor. Do you need to bite that kid, by the way? Yeah, it's not going to hurt. I mean, it's going to hurt the kid. Don't worry. Yeah, go ahead and bite Dumbo again. Just for funsies. You don't like fire anyway. You hate fire. Hang on, Grit can do the steel thing again. Oh, yeah, Grit's in the hospital. Okay. It is 3 o'clock in the morning, and the panda is sleeping by the batteries. Those two things are largely unconnected. Those didn't have any causal connection to them. It was an acausal connection. Jungian, synchronicity, all that kind of thing. Boy, that's a lot of fire. That's more fire than I'm traditionally comfortable with. That may solve my problems with the wind turbines. They might just burn down. I think we found the perfect time to leave. Somebody go deconstruct this, like, now, and deconstruct that, like, now. The fires are problematic. Problematic in that they are swiftly going to the ship. We may just have to bolt before we burn. Because those fires are really raging uncontrolled, aren't they? Raging uncontrolled. I'm no fireologist. Yeah, Igor's fleeing fire. I would too. I don't know why that's specific to vampires. I'd flee fire as well. I'd be like, I'm out of here. And yeah, they're getting fire is uncomfortably close to the ship. Specifically my thrusters, which are probably very explosive. I bet those are super explosive. Yeah, this is okay, I think they have many things under control to a degree. Some of these things are under control. You know what? In my day-to-day life, that's about the best I'm going to get. Some things are broadly under control. Today. Oh, we're having fun with fire. Okay. Alright, everyone seems to have done what they care to do with the fire. There's more. Rhodey, what are you going nuts for now? Oh, psychite withdrawal. I can help you with that. Just go have some tea. I've got that. Just go drink the tea. Dude, just Rhodey, we've discussed this before. You have a crippling drug addiction. And the solution for that is to do more drugs. It's very simple. You're all like, oh no, I'm withdrawing from drugs. Great, do some more. Do some more. I'm growing psychite down here just for you. Just for you. This is all for you. Did they break something? Oh, yeah, they broke this down. We're already losing power, so we got to go. We just got to launch. Forget the... We're just going to... Just to be clear here. No, don't bother with any of this. Cancel all of this. No. What I've done here on this map is I came down. I planned to just leave. That was my plan. I was just going to come down, rest for a couple of days, and then leave. And what I've done is dump another corpse here and set fire to the place before I leave. This is... Well, you know what? This is what you guys are watching for. This is why you're tuning in. I was going to leave peacefully. I really was. I was going to leave with no complications whatsoever. But no. Now I've set fire to the place, and I've dumped a corpse on the map. Yes, I want to launch. This map has been an embarrassment to me. Okay, let's go over to... Yay, Scarlands! Oh, yeah, I know. Acidic, Scarlands, dangerous, mechs. Everything's awful. Yes, I've got that. I have to go there. Oh, good luck with your burning lands. Sorry about the fires. All of them. Yeah, those guys hate us now. What? No, I didn't dump toxic waste. Actually, I probably did. Because the mech chargers create toxic waste. Yeah, sorry, I actually did dump some toxic waste there. Not much. Not as much as I usually do. You gotta give me credit for that. But then I did set fire to the place on the way out. Whoops. Cool. Okay. We don't care about Igor right now. Where is the crashed mechanoid platform? I know what the quest is, thank you. What have we got going on here? Oh, boy. Well, that's complex now, is it? That's big old complex you got there. That's going to take me a couple of weeks to get through. So it's not so much a mechanoid platform as it is a mechanoid complex. Okay, we're going to have to go through that. This is going to be like that one up in the Arctic area there. Nothing else going on around here. Obviously, the place is horrible. What is all this? This is shallow water. I know that's an ancient megastructure. I get that. I understand that. I understand the word mega and I understand the word structure. Not necessarily in that order. There is geothermal. Okay, so I can at least take advantage of that. There's basically no arable soil around here. I mean, there's little strips of it, but nothing that we could actually call viable soil. Okay. This is manageable. I can do this. Are those doors there? Yeah, those are all doors. Okay. Okay. Well, let's put ourselves in... Is that the only geothermal that I can see? Anything maybe... over here might be a little bit sketchy. I don't want to box... Oh, there's two over here. I don't really want to box myself into a corner, though. Well, with the complete lack of trees, wind power will be no problem here. So I think maybe if we move a little bit more like this, little farther away from the Who's what's it there, and there's a little bit of soil in there I might be able to work with. So let's go right here. All right, confirm that. Here we go. Yeah, this is going to be Cursed Chugger all day. Cursed Chugger is going to have a very real and a very vital role in this. Boy, I wish I had some more EMP weapons. Those just put them down real quick. All right, just wait for my mech tab to click in. There we go. Mech tab clicked in. Okay, let's do some basics here. I don't know how much... Oh, there's an eclipse right now. No wonder there's no sun. The eclipse is going to go away, right? Right? I know it's dark. That's what an eclipse is. You didn't need to tell me that. That was very silly of you, game. Don't do things like that. Let's get the geothermal generator going right there. And then tie that in. That's step number one. And then, you know what? There is nothing growing here that's going to be a problem. So why don't we just put in a couple of wind turbines while we're here? Boom and boom. I don't care if the happy tree doesn't like us. I don't care. Not my problem. All right, that's the happy tree's problem. And happy tree problem is not my problem. Did I do that properly? I cannot even see. Wait, what? Oh, hang on, wrong conduit. That's the problem. There we go. Okay, that's step number one. Step number two, I have tiny amounts of soil here. They can cross the shallow water. I could actually research bridges. Go ahead, research bridges. Why not? That's technically for building colonies on top of stuff, but yeah, I'll use it here. So this is... It's 100% fertility. It's not much. What is this? Is this any sort of fertility? No, those are rocks. 5% fertility. That's less good. Early. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, we're going to have some very thin growing areas here. Right in here. Am I going to get anything out of this? I don't know. Worth a shot. Go down, I don't know, here. If we're going to get anything at all, we may as well just try for rice. See if we can get it to come up quickly. Glad I put the hydroponics area down. That was, well, halfway smart of me. And then this could go all down here. And we'll give it a shot at some potatoes. Sure, why not? Okay, everyone start doing things. I kind of maybe want to make a zone so they don't go over here, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Are there any animals at all on this map? All right, lizards. Okay, we've got plenty of lizards. Apparently some lizards will attack me, some will not. Raccoons? Okay, yeah, sure, start killing them. Rats, crows. Okay. I can't... That's weird. I can tame some of the lizards, but not others. I kind of want a monitor lizard. Not gonna lie. I mean, you would too, right? Sure. You know what? Go tame it. I'll put it in the menagerie here, with the Megavole and Barky the sea lion and all that stuff. All right. What? Just let people get to work is the short answer. Let people begin to work. Is there anything at all to mine? Actually, there's some components up there. Get that. What's in here? That's sandstone. Don't care. I don't think the mechs are actually going to come out until we come in. So, and they're behind security doors. So I'm going to be a little free and easy about mining in this area. I don't think that's going to be too big a deal. Nothing really over there. There's nothing to mine, but nothing over here. Not really. Is that steel over there? No, that's sandstone. Okay. Well, it is the Scarlands. We should Wait, is that a Zoomy? Zoomy, what are you doing? Oh, you're taming the monitor lizard. Funsies. There you go. Go at it. Tame that lizard. That sounded better in my head than when it came out of my mouth. Yeah, get it. Get it. Get it. Okay, it failed. Okay, you've given up. And not only is there eclipse, there's also a solar flare. So not only is there no electricity, we're not allowed electricity. Somebody can start auto-hacking these doors, though. Doesn't mean we're going to go in them. Just means we're going to crack the doors open. This is going to go exactly like that last complex. We're going to have to do this a little bit at a time, go in, kill some things, come back out again, etc., etc. Auto-hack that, auto-hack that. Just in case, it actually wouldn't be a bad idea to set up maybe some sandbags here. Especially like right here, because if anything's chasing us, it's going to have to cross the river. And by the way, one of my thrusters is submerged right now. That can't be right. Thule, what were you doing? You're having a simple meal. Okay. Good for you. This is all coming together. Good. So my power will be nominal fairly soon. What's that up there? Should I kill it? Oh, yeah, definitely. Hunt that. That's a rat. Perfectly good food. Now, what we're going to run into is the Arctic situation, where we have a finite amount of food and no real capacity to make more except for the hydroponics. That will help. The animals are going to eat some of that, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. They're allowed to do that. Let me get back to my concept of doing some sort of defenses here, because if anyone were chasing us, they'd have to cross the river, and that is going to slow them down. What do I have a lot of? Do I have any cloth left? I've got a lot of whatever that is. Pigskin. Okay. So let's get some pigskin sandbags, which actually sound delightful, frankly. Pigskins. There we go. And probably put them so, like, we don't get shot by turrets, like our turrets. How about we did that sort of, like, right in there? And then actually maybe a couple of turrets there. That's not the dumbest idea. Maybe another one of these up here? Just in case. I don't think anything's going to chase us. But maybe, like, we crack the door open, and it's like, oh no, mechs! And we run away. And we just lead them into this. Maybe even wall of turrets over here. I'm interested and intrigued. Okay. So I don't think I've ever used this before. I actually need the waterproof conduit. So that goes to here. And then just do the other conduit like here. I don't know, up to here. Maybe we'll pop some turrets around here too. Are we growing? Yeah, I mean, we're technically creating food in the strictest legal definition. I may as well just keep this going. It's not much of a growing zone, but it's better than nothing. So put this like that. I don't know, do another one like this and down here and this kind of thing and that kind of thing. This is kind of the high quality entertainment you people are paying for. This kind of thing, that kind of thing. And this should just be all rice. Just go 100% rice on all of this because it grows very, very quickly. All right. So when they get all that, and they should have this put together fairly quickly because there's not much else to do. This is all going. How are my batteries looking? Okay, we are plus power and significantly plus power. Great. Perfect. I don't think anything at all is ever going to grow there, but just in case, go ahead and do that. Auto colony blocking plants whenever you feel like it. There's nothing there, but go for it anyway. And is that all I'm really seeing? It's just this complex. I was expecting this to be like the platform thing. Oh, we've got a monitor lizard. Yay, we've got a lizard. Cool. I don't really know what to do with that. Well, actually, you can answer that question, Dave. What can you do with that? Nothing. It does nothing. It does nothing. Well, like Dee Dee, it's going to have to sit at the throne then. That's the only way that's going to go down. How about we make a pigskin? Now we've got a lot of it. Right there. And the monitor lizard can just sleep in the throne room. That's fine. Now what? I don't want to go... We might just crack our head in the door. Brody, what kind of trip are you on? Oh, you're sad. Okay, well, here's a word I'm thinking, Rhodey. Joy wire. Ugly environment. Hungry. You're aging. Uh-huh. Yeah. All of these things exist. What's your pain issue? I've given you 2 kidneys, dude. I don't know what else you want from me. Well, 2 legs. That's exactly what you want from me. That's exactly what you want. All right, I might have to joy wire Rhodey. Rhodey's being a bit of a fuss. And you finish that door. Which door? That one? Okay. Do we want to do like an exploratory mission? Are all the OGs dead? You know what's funny, Hurley? I was just thinking about that last night because if I'm not playing RimWorld, I'm usually thinking about RimWorld. I believe Thule was an OG. I think Thule is the surviving member of the original colonists. There was Thule and there was Igor, the first Igor. Not the second or the third Igor. We've had a few. And then there was somebody else I don't even remember. But yeah, I think Thule is one of the original colonists. I think she survived this long. Maybe a quick exploratory mission. Grit, why are you freaking? Is it because you haven't eaten people? Yeah, it's the horrific aging. Tox water. Okay, good. So they're getting sad every time they go through the river. Neat. Fun. I can actually give them bridges. What do I like to do a simple bridge here? So give me... I almost never use these bridges. Yes, that's the thing that exists. Can we just do like that? I don't know, like that? How about that? There's a bridge for you. Then you don't have to go through the toxic water. I'd like to do an exploratory mission and just kind of see what's kicking here. So how about we got the gang together? Like all of you guys, because you're actually all heavily armored. Thule, you don't look like you're wearing armor. You have a helmet, but not armor. Okay. What have I got kicking around here? Recon armor. There you go. I know it's not that great, but it is armor, which is better than no armor, right? There you go. That seems better. Okay. Now, let's just get an exploratory team going. So everybody come over here to this door. See what's happening. I could take the pandas, but I don't want to lose my one female panda. Well, Dave, why don't you just take the male pandas? Because then they'd both be dead, and then I only have a female panda. You see my problem here, right? So this is just, again, hang on, there's a monitor lizard hunting Missy. Not for long. Not for long, I assure you. Boy, that monitor lizard just picked the wrong time to start hunting. Okay, everyone start shooting the monitor lizard. Yeah, right here. Thank you. That is very, very dead now. Cool. And it has scaria, so of course we can't eat it. Alright, we are taking the one mastodon, because at this point, if I lose a mastodon, well, then I've lost a mastodon. Alright, open the door. What do we got? Everybody stop. Okay. Yeah, this is going to basically be exactly like that last complex, which is not the worst thing in the world. We got through that. We got through that. I don't even think I lost anyone. You're about to wake up, aren't you? Oh, yeah, you're totally about to wake up. Everybody go here and immediately start shooting that thing. So come up here. There might be some more that are about to wake up, too. Yeah, there totally are. All right, everybody shoot that thing, and 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 that thing. All right, that one, please. Thank you. That one, please. Maybe we do more shooting than what we're doing right now. How about that? Maybe we, like, accentuate the shooting. Send in the mastodon. There we go. Okay, it's done. Never mind, it's done. Everything's done. How banged up are people? I really can't afford to have Paul down. Okay, Vetroff. Vetroff, you can take the rest of the day off. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. And you know what, Paul? Why don't you take the rest of the day off? Okay, and then we'll kind of make do with what we've got here. Again, we're not going too deep. This is just going to be a very, very exploratory mission here. Fail asleep. Thank you. Thank you, Joel. And always good to see you. Never, ever change. Maybe equip some EMP weapons. We have one. That's the only EMP weapon we have. We have a single EMP weapon, and I assure you, it is in fact equipped. All right, so go over here. And I believe Thule has Curse Chugger. Yeah, Thule's got Curse Chugger. So she's leading the team anyway. All right, and stop. One there. Turret. Come back here. Let's lead that whatever that is, a scyther or something to us. Okay, the Mastodon got a bit involved there. Perhaps unnecessarily. Oh, Mastodon's in. Mastodon ain't playing. Mastodon's like, I will deal with this. Oh, the Megavol is slowly coming in. All right, can we shoot that turret? Thank you. It's about to blow up. Thank you. Yeah, in case you didn't notice the blowing up part. All right, poke your head in this door. Oh, okay, that's a big room full of tanks. Briefly shoot that one. Yeah, just like quickly shoot that one. And now stop shooting that and shoot the thing that came out of it. Is anything coming out of it? We're having limited success here. Oh, there we go. Maybe come back in here because Izumi is trapped alone in there. So probably, like, don't be there. And come over here. No, here. Like, more here, though. Is that thing going to follow us? It seems disinclined to follow us. I don't think we need to know about the monitor lizard. I think we've covered that. The Megavol is still trying to get in here. Oh, it's out. That thing's out. We should follow it, because it's going to go home. And whatever you're doing is so wrong right now. I need you to go, like, anywhere but where you are right now. Just, like, literally anywhere. Don't be where you are. Okay, there's a slight flaw in my tactics here. In that I was assuming it would attack us. But no, it's just like, no, I'm out. I'm going to go attack the ship because there's like 2 people over there. No, it's back. Hang on, it's back. It's found these guys. Zama and Romcom here. Oh, Zama. Romcom. It's going to be a bad day. No, don't go outside yet. Let this guy encounter these guys. Yep, found him. Scorchers emerge from where? Oh, down where these guys are. You guys are, like, stop doing things. Okay, you know what? Just don't be drafted. Just don't do that. Just go away. You guys, just shoot that thing. Okay. The stunning is going in. The stunning is happening. That Megavol's dead. It's a good thing I got a, replacement animal. Everybody line up here. This thing's going to be here in, like, a second. There we go. Get it. Rhodey, just stop and shoot, man. Stop and shoot. Stop and shoot. It's adapting all over the place. It loves adapting. Rhodey's on fire. Okay, I think this has been an exploratory first engagement here. So all of you guys are off draft. Who's less dead? Grit, can you go get the Mastodon, please? And you know what? We'll take a shot at getting the Megavole. It's in fact on fire right now. Rhodey's going to go extinguish. No, Rhodey's given up. Go rescue the Megavole. Try not to antagonize anything else that lives in there. By the way, P.S. Fun fact, don't do that. Okay. That all played out. This is all going to burn, but that's fine. It can burn. How? Oh god, we've cracked like 1/8 of this complex. That's fine. That's fine. This is exactly how the other one went, and this is how I expected this one is going to go. If that fire wanted to burn down those other pods, that'd be great, because that one's still active. There's something in there. Somebody's going to have break risk. It's Rhodey. Of course it is. Okay, that's it. Joy wire. I'm fed up with your nonsense, Rhodey. Joy wire for you. Joy wire is for everyone. Don't be fussy with me. We're at Joy wire. Joy wire. There we go. And we don't need the Airwire headset anymore. We're good with that. Thule, are you sad about your armor? Because it's kind of bunk? No. You are... yeah, ratty apparel. Okay. I would love to get you some better armor. We are kind of working on it. It's just Paul does a lot around here. Oh, the bridge is up. There's mad boomalopes and the Mastodon's dead. All of those three things were completely unrelated. Isn't that fun? So that's it. I am out of Mastodons. Okay, this is a landmark moment. This is a landmark kind of thing. Army of Mastodons is over. Oh, Michelle, thank you so much. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Army of Mastodons is done. The last of the Mastodons has fallen. I had like 10 Mastodons at some point. I'm down to none. Let's address the whole mad animal thing. Okay, no dedicated melee one. Igor generally does melee. I just didn't bring him along. Again, that was kind of an exploratory mission. That's more than one mad boomalope, by the way. We're going to need a slightly better defense for this kind of thing. I think, yeah, let's get the whole team out here. Jefferson, you hate everything. Come out here. And Grit, I'm going to need probably your help on this. Come on out here. There we go. Let's also slow everything down there. The army of Mastodons is over. Of course we're going to eat it. That's how we celebrate. We celebrate the death of the last Mastodon by consuming it. And what do you do? What do you do when somebody you know dies? You eat them, right? That's kind of like a thing. Okay, so lots of shooting, please. And okay, the explosions are happening. The explosions are happening. At bare minimum, this is actually food. This is not the worst thing. I was kind of concerned we'd run out of food quickly, but so far so good. You guys can be off draft, and you guys are off draft. Okay. So that is a little bit of food. Just be careful of this one, kids. It's going to explode. It's going to explode, like, probably soon. Let's make sure we actually put the fires out, shall we? How about we extended the zone so we put the fires out? Let's make sure we get all those fires. Thank you. Yeah, okay, that one's gone boom. All right, great, good. Excellent. Mech hive's been detected. Uh-huh. Wait, hang on. What have I got? Jump to mech hive. Okay. Yes, Stark, no, I'm not allowed to mod RimWorld. It's because not only am I a genius, hashtag geniusosity, I'm also a prophet of RimWorld. Needlessly messianic, I know. If I put a mod in this, it will immediately, the new DLC will be announced without hesitation. So, and of course that would mean a mod apocalypse, and I'd have to start all over again. It's not that I don't like modding RimWorld. I generally don't mod things. So I've got two answers for you. One is a serious answer, and one's a very silly answer. The serious answer is I generally don't mod games because I like to play the framework of the game. I like to express my creativity through that. And there's a point where you start modding it where it's just not even the same game anymore. I did that with the first Sims. I'm that old. And we didn't even call it modding then. We just called it downloading things from sketchy websites. So there was a point where it wasn't even The Sims anymore. So I generally don't mod things. It doesn't mean I don't ever do it. I just do it infrequently. Now, the other answer is, again, I am a prophet of RimWorld. Needlessly messianic, I know. When I mod things, RimWorld will immediately announce new DLC. And like, Dave, Odyssey kind of came out fairly recently. I don't think they'll do that. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Every time I have done a modded live stream of RimWorld, they have announced new DLC, Modpocalypse, got to start all over again. So no, unfortunately, my ideology really prevents me from modding this because, again, prophet of RimWorld. Needlessly messianic, I know. I'm more important to the fact that I might actually have where the mech hive is. That's the whole point of this. The whole point of this was getting here. Where am I in relation to this? Boy, this is fun. Whee! Where am I? So, view the planet. Okay, so it's like right above... Okay. Buzzkill, this one's for you. Remember, when we're looking for the mech hive, it's directly above the sweaty Henbarium. Okay? I don't think that'll be hard to remember. It's right above the sweaty Henbarium. Where am I? I'm over here. I'm not even that far away. I could probably bang that out in 2 hops. Huh. Well, isn't that interesting? I know where the mech hive is now. Which is kind of the whole point. That's it. I mean, that's my end game right there. That's my end game. I already have the signal jammer. I already got that covered. Well, isn't this a turn for the books? As the kids say, turn for the books. I actually don't know if that's what they say. I'm not sure if that's the phrase. It might be. It's something about turning, and I'm sure books are in there somewhere. That completely changes the trajectory of what I was planning to do here. Because I don't really need another grav core. Air quotes, need another grav core. I could do with building up more defenses in the ship. And do I have... Okay, I've got 40 more panels. Theoretically, that could be 40 more turrets. You're not prepared for the mech hive. I respectfully disagree. It's because I'm a genius, you see, Stark. Hashtag geniusosity. I'm prepared for many things. And what I'm prepared for is to RimWorld to try and beat me up. Okay? Now, you may be new. You weren't here for Anomaly. Anomaly was a boxing match. And I eventually put down Anomaly in the same manner that Sylvester Stallone put down Mr. T. I won't bore you with the story, but there were moose involved. I'm feeling a little better about penetrating the mech hive. Yes, I said penetrate. That's right. I said it, and I'll say it again. Then one might expect. I might do some beefing up of the ship, but I don't need a grav core. I don't really need to make the ship bigger anymore. I think this is fine. I think I've got this covered. And it's got a delightful throne room up here. It's very, very delightful. Who's starving? What is your problem, Vetroff? Go get something to eat if you're so darn hungry. Paul, can you please feed Vetroff? Thank you. He's being most fussy. Very, very fussy. I mean, RimWorld said I wasn't ready for the ending of Anomaly. And look what we did. Operation Light the Map. It was a brilliant operation. One of my favorite operations. Not my best operation name. Not my best operation name. PB&J, welcome, welcome. I will once again not reveal your secret identity. But good to see you there, man. Good to see you. You know I'm ready for the endgame of this. Because you know I'm ready for any endgame. You've known me a while. Many years, in fact. And I know the first day you met me, you're like, there's a man who's ready for the endgame. You didn't. You aggressively hugged me, which was very odd because I'd never met you before in my life. It was very disconcerting. But putting that aside, you were probably saying, there's a man who's ready for some endgame. I haven't seen Project Light the Map yet, but when I do, it's going to be amazing. Okay. Now that I know that, I mean, I'll still keep picking through this area, because there's good stuff to be had there. But I don't need to focus on necessarily getting that grav core. I wouldn't mind having it, but I'm not necessarily going to make that the focus of my thing here. I know, Thule, you've got bunk armor. Can you just sort of learn to cope with the information, please? Bunk armor is better than no armor, I assure you. All right, we're chopping up the boomalopes. That's the thing that's happening there. I actually have a remarkable amount of dead flesh. Yay me. Paul, are you ever going to work on... Oh, you're working on, like, people not dying. That's valid. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing. Yep. Thule has food poisoning. I see what she's doing, too. I get that. Okay. What can I do in the meantime? Armor status is almost where I want it to be, and then we've got armor for almost everybody. Could use a few more helmets. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. A few more helmets would not be a bad idea. What else could I do to people? Do I know how to make... I don't remember what they're called, but like the coagulators. Like so people don't bleed. Not a love enhancer. Not a love enhancer. That's not going to help at all. I mean, you've been shot on the field of battle. And the medic comes up. He's like, can you stop your own bleeding? And you're like, no, but I can make you wicked like me. That's not going to help. Not a love enhancer. No. I'm thinking of... I believe they're called coagulators. I don't know that I know how to make them. Arms, ears, hands, pain stoppers. I mean, that's in the right ballpark, but not really what I need. I don't think I know how to do them, and I don't have the tech print for it. It's not poison. It's not any of that. It's not... healing factors. That's what it is. Yeah, the coagulator and the healing enhancer. Boy, I'd love it if I had those. That'd be pretty fun. That ain't happening, though. I have no ability to magically conjure those unless a trader shows up who happens to have those for sale, which would be an extraordinary chain of events. Extraordinary. I know, you're not wrong. I mean, a love enhancer kind of fits the theme of the day, but my theme of the day is not bleeding to death. Which I sort of, is like, I don't know, rejected love, right? It's kind of like, oh, your heart's bleeding. Except in my colonist case, their heart is literally bleeding out. And their stomach, their intestines, arms. I mean, my Megavol has brain damage. Everybody's horribly injured. Horribly injured. Where is the Megavol, by the way? Where's my brain-damaged Vol? I love this game. I would never say that phrase in the real world if not for this game. I have said the most exciting phrases, the things I never thought I would say. At what point in time, unless you work in a medical facility, like a veterinary facility, that specifically cares for voles, and that's really niche. I know, niche down. That's where the success is. Unless you're specifically in a vole-centric veterinary facility, the chances of you saying, where is my brain-damaged vole, is very slim. Very, very slim. It's just unlikely to happen. Now, if you are a vet who works in a vole-centric veterinary facility, then you may say that once or twice in your lifetime. Because probably, I'm going to guess, I'm no vet. I'm no animal doctorologist. I'm not. But I'm going to guess if you've got a brain-damaged vole, like, okay. Imagine you're me, but I own a vole, okay? Not a megavole, we know those don't exist, but real voles do. So imagine you're me. I know, it's terrifying. Hey, at least you're not me. I mean, I live with this every day. Imagine you're me, and you own a vole. And that vole has been shot in the head. And you go to your local vole-centric veterinary facility, and you present this. And they look at your vole. Now, they're used to voles who have tummy troubles, or, I don't know, maybe an injured arm, or whatever it is voles have. Snouts. I'm pretty sure they've got snouts. So you present a vole that's been shot, like by a bullet, okay? And the first thing that the vole-centric veterinary doctor is going to say is, how did a vole get shot? And you're going to say, well, I took it into battle. I trained it to kill. And I let it charge against my enemies. And one of my enemies shot it in the skull. I believe it may be brain damaged. At that point in time, all medical services will stop, the authorities will be called, and I'm in prison. For something. I don't even know what. Crimes against Volnus. So, I know there was somewhere I was going with that, but as usual, I don't remember it. So, let me just review where I'm kind of at here. We'll still keep picking through this. I don't need to not do this, but I also don't need to do this. There's no reason for me to do this. I could just leave. I could focus on armor and weapons. I mean, I don't know what better weapons I'm going to get. Unless I can figure out how to... I can't craft specific EMP weapons. Can I do EMP grenades? Remind me. No, I can do the shells. But I can't... I can make an EMP launcher. There we go. That's the thing I'm looking for. Alright, make... What is that? 75 steel, 8 components? Broadly, yes, sure. Make one of those. Maybe have a couple of those kicking around. Oh, Igor, you don't have any blood. Go bite the newest member of our colony. He's paralyzed. He won't notice. Again, I'm sure he's wide awake, screaming in terror. But he can't stop you. He has no physical ability to stop you. So just go bite that kid. I really need a blood bank. I gotta get a prisoner going here. Oh, sorry. Did I accidentally draft you? I'm sorry, kid. There you go. Okay. Here's the plan. I'm gonna wrap up here. We're going to linger here long enough to go through this complex for as long as I feel we need to, which may be limited. And then show me my range on this thing. So, wait, are we low on fuel? Oh, we're actually a little low on fuel. All right, that's fine. I've got a plan. So, no, don't do what I just said. Show me my range. That's what I want. So that thing was over the sweaty something. All right, the sweaty henbrarium. Just remember sweaty. That's all you got to remember. So I could bounce to here, land of abundance. Okay, and then that's probably 2 more, maybe 1, but probably 2 more hops. Another land of abundance here, and then into the mech hive. Well, this is just fascinating. We've actually got a goal. And bumming around for ages. We've actually got a goal. We've actually got something to do. All right, cool. I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. I'm going to let you get on with far more important things to do with the rest of your weekend than this nonsense. I will see you next week for more of the same. And thank you so very, very much for coming by and allowing me to do this publicly for you. I really should have been stopped. I mean, I'm sitting around talking about voles with brain damage. I should have been stopped years ago. But here we are. I can't be stopped. Won't be stopped, as the kids say. Hashtag won't be stopped. Hashtag geniusosity. Thank you guys so very, very much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. I love each and every one of you coming by and just hanging out. I adore doing this for you. I will see you next week. Goodbye, and goodbye.